Okay, so what I'm finding is that for me to get a slicker, neater ponytail or bun, the first thing I do is I use my filtered water with tea, and I use particularly rooibos tea, which is like a natural bush tea, and I just steep a tea bag in a teapot with very hot filtered water, leave it overnight so that I get the full strength of the tea. And then once I get the full strength of the tea, I empty it out in here. Sometimes I dilute it a little more, add a little more filtered water if I think it looks too dark, but that's according to preference. So sometimes it's very dark and sometimes it's not. So in here is the filtered rooibos tea. Now, once I put it in this container, I put it in the fridge so that it's cold when I use it. And what I do is I spritz my hair first. And why do I use cold water, cold filtered tea rinse? Well, for me, I'm finding that cold water is going to help your cuticles to contract. So if they're standing up or raised, the cold water is just going to make your cuticles lie down. That's going to give you that sort of smoother look, and sort of once your cuticles are lying together, it will be shiny, as opposed to if it's raised, it's just going to be this frizziness. So that's the first thing I do. One of the key ingredients is the hair masks. Masks are what will weigh down your hair and give you that smooth, sleek look. And you need to find one that is thick, pasty, and heavy. The heavier, the more pastier, the more sleeker, the more it'll weigh down your hair for that effective, neat, smooth look. Okay, so that was the consistency of a LV. This is the Pantene. So you see it's a little, and then this is the olive oil ORS, which I don't like at all. It's more pasty. I don't like the smell and I don't like the consistency, so I just added some conditioner and coconut oil so that it has this sort of, so that it alleviates that awful fragrance and makes it the texture, the consistency more fluid. Now, I use masks to get the sleek, neat look. Masks, and I think the particular kind of mask I pick up all of them, but I always go for the ones that say dry damaged hair, for color treated hair, stuff like that, because I believe that those are maybe slightly different from the masks that are about for extra moisture, and I feel that that's more, it has probably the amount of water in it is higher than the ones that are probably more targeted at dry damaged hair, because my assumption is that the dry damaged hair, color treated hair, they're looking to sort of cut down on your frizz, coat the hair. So there might be some sort of oil or agent that sort of lets your cuticles lie down, give you a sleeker, neater look. Don't quote me. But my results of getting a sleek, neat bun or ponytail is using the water in the masks. So now that my hair is wet, I'm going to add one of the masks. I think I'm going to use the ORS and then just apply it to my hair. Okay, so you're applying it so that you'll have this you're masking your hair basically. You don't need to use a whole load. I try and get all the edges in there, and especially the edges that are going to be exposed. And then put them on your hair. Make sure you can rake through if you want to, or I just press my hair down because I always feel that raking just lifts your cuticles. So, and today I'm going to put a part in the middle, and just okay, now you can see that with the mask, it sort of elongates the hair. It sort of gives you this long, as opposed to poofy look. And so then what I do is I now put my hair into the bun or ponytail that I want to have. Okay. And you can use whatever it is you want to use. Use these. You can brush your hair if you want to, but the masks are so thick and pasty that they do just using your hands to neaten your hair is enough, will suffice. So I'm going to just put this ponytail on. So it gives you sort of a pasty feeling. Get your edges in, and then put the ponytail down. And now I'm just going to pin mine up. Now sometimes I just use a brush in the back. But it's not necessary because the masks are pasty, so they give you this they make your hair just lie down on its own. Now you can put an oil if you want, but I don't. Okay, and then my final tip is use a stocking. Now the stockings give you this neater look. They press down the hair, so I just get a stocking and then I just put that on. I put 2. You can use 1 depending on how tight you can tie it. So I just use 2. It's not necessary, but I feel the snugger, the better. So you can tie your hair with a scarf if you want. Okay, so this is it, and I'll be back to show you the end.